Hello and welcome to the French Cooking Made Easy 5-day mini class. Welcome, we are here in the south of France, live from our little dining room and improvised kitchen to be with you for 5 days. So today is day 1, right? Do you want to say hello?
Hello!
So this is Linda, my daughter, and she loves to cook as well. You like to eat, right?
Yes.
A lot. So I guess during this lockdown, the one word we have said the most was miam. And
Yes.
miam and because we have been cooking so much for the past weeks while in lockdown. Hi Suzanne, nice to see you. How are you? And truly, the word we have been saying like 3 times a day, morning for breakfast, lunch and dinner was and miam.
Yum. Yummy.
Yeah, so at the beginning we couldn't find all the ingredients that supermarkets needed some time to adjust, but now we can find everything. I'm going to show you my grocery bags later on my terrace. And I hope everyone is safe and well. Hi, Carrie, I see Carrie, I see Guy.
Suzanne
Hello.
And Gary.
Yes. Welcome. We're gonna be together for 5 days. Hi, Nancy, how are you?
Hi, Nancy. How are you? I hope you're okay. How are you doing in the
In the what?
in the quarantine? Is she
In the lockdown, yes.
lockdown
Everyone is
too?
still locked down. So
And in Hawaii?
in Hawaii as well. So let us know where you guys live. We want to know. We have lots of people who join us. We have now 6,000 people in this group. So welcome. And yes,
In the lockdown, is it at the ocean too?
in the ocean.
Yes.
No. Why?
Just to ask. So there's everywhere, Australia, everywhere, there's a lockdown?
Yes, and there are people from all over the world in this group, and they want to learn how to cook French. And you know, I'm on a mission to make French cooking easier for everyone, because it truly is not that difficult, right?
Yes. Actually, cooking a little bit French is a little bit easy. But once you know the skills and once you're an expert at it, it comes really easy.
Yes, that's true. So we are here for exactly showing you that. This week, Atlanta, nice. Seattle, Suzanne. Suzanne is actually in my 5-week course, my French Cooking Made Easy 5-week course. Hi. Mexico City, nice.
Cool.
Nice, very nice. Yes?
Can I go?
Yes, you don't want to stay too much, right?
Yeah, because I wanted to do something else.
Yes, of course. Sometimes you just say hi and you explain
Yes.
some little things to us. Yes?
Maybe I'll come back at the end. Bye-bye.
Yes, so today I'm gonna explain you my whole framework about how to simplify French cooking, and also we're gonna talk about ingredients. So yes, hello, welcome. And Suzanne says the 5-week course is wonderful. You love it. Awesome, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear. So we have lots of people live today, so let me know if you are all well and safe. And I don't want you to run to the grocery store. I want you to be careful the whole week. And let's see if we can make this happen this week, right? All right. So I'm gonna just for a minute change and sit here because I have lots of things to tell you. So just a second. Voila, I'm picking up my phone, and just to show you quickly, when we buy groceries, we keep them here outside for a few days, because I don't know how you guys do it, but we wait a little bit in case the virus is on our groceries. So everything that is not fresh goes here, and the rest we clean actually a little bit. if we can, if it's a closed packaging. And here is my little herb garden. I'm going to explain later why it's important to have one. Or even you can just use pots, small pots. You don't need a whole garden. All right, so I'm going to come back here. Hey, Anne-Marie, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, and as I always say during this mini class, it's a two-way kind of mini class. So please don't be shy to comment and ask questions and participate. Maybe one day I will be able to bring you live during the teleclass. That would be lovely. Hi Ariel from Melbourne. Awesome. We are here in the south of France, and it's really nice to see people from all around the world who want to learn to cook French cuisine. That's really cool. All right, so here I have some notes because I have lots of things to tell you. So warm welcome to everyone. And today is day 1, so we're gonna spend 5 days together. And I'm all about simplicity. So that's my first thing, if you guys don't know me. And good times as well. So, and I'm really not doing things like everyone else. So can you hear me, by the way? Can you still hear me? Hop. So welcome, welcome if you are joining us. We have lots of people. I think we never had so many people live. Hello from Alabama. Hi, Georgia. Awesome. So my name is Virginie, and I'm the host of this lovely, lovely community. And I'm also the creator of a French cooking made easy 5-week course and also a 365 planning calendar. And yes, you can hear. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you very much. And you will see that I don't do things like everyone else, and I'm not throwing just a bunch of recipes every week and wish you good luck inside this group. Hi from Los Angeles. Hi, Rosemary. Amazing. I love Los Angeles. And I lived there for several years, actually. Hi, Lani. Lani is from West Virginia. Bonjour, bonjour, and welcome, welcome. So you will see that I'm not doing things like everyone else, and I'm not just throwing you recipes, because I don't think that's the way to learn French cooking. It's just patch, like a Band-Aid, actually. Yes, so and I'm not gonna sell you a cookbook, whatever, but I will have something special for you. I will introduce you this week, and something that might change the way people cook and actually get better results. And so my name is Virginie Consort. And my mission is to make French cooking easier. So that's really, really important because I see so many people not starting. Maybe this is you. They don't start to cook French cuisine because they think it's too difficult, or maybe they start and then they just stop because it didn't work as expected. And so I'm actually a French cooking mentor, and I like to help parents and grandparents to cook basic French cooking, French cuisine with ease and simplicity, minus all the complexity and the confusion, so that you can eat more yummy, tasty and healthy homemade French food almost every day. So I have some messages here. Hop. Hi Sheila, welcome, welcome from Australia. Awesome. And so the goal also is really about homemade food, and it starts with French cooking, because French cooking really is going to bring you all the basics that you will be able to apply to lots of different types of cuisine. So this week I made some lasagnas, and it's easier when you know, right? And also to eat less processed food and junk food. So that those are the side effects. when you learn how to cook French. Alright, so I want to congratulate for being here today and joining us, and for showing yourself how committed you are to follow your dreams, whether it's eating French at home, hosting maybe a dinner party, or giving good food to your kids, or maybe also impress someone you deeply care about, because French cuisine is also about that. And the agenda for this week. So I'm gonna be live. So today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So every day at this time. So it's 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 4 p.m. Paris time. So that's gonna be every day. So today we are going to talk about ingredients, because that's an important chapter. And I'm also gonna talk about my whole framework about how to simplify French cooking. And then tomorrow we're gonna talk about knife skills. And then we will see. I will explain to you a little bit later. Let me see. So let me know, why do you guys want to learn French cuisine? And why do you want to learn French cooking? That's an important question. Let me know. In the comments, you can simply type in the comments. So it takes a little bit time for me to see the comments, but just a few seconds. And I want to know, I'm curious. What is the reason why you want to learn French cuisine? And it's a good exercise to do for yourself as well. And actually, I didn't tell you, but I'm also a certified life coach and business coach. I have the two sides. So I'm going to be asking you some questions that you may not be used to. And the whole process of learning French cooking is also going to be transformational for you and for your life, actually. So, hi Carol from PA. So what is PA? I never know. Lots of people write those two letters. I think it's the state in US, but I have no idea. I'm so sorry. So Carrie says, because I have always been inspired by how French women approach life, fashion, beauty, and eating. Very nice. I love it. So that's very nicely said. Hi, Christine. How are you? I like your name. Christine Cool. Is that your real name? That's really fun. It's nice. Denise, I would love to have an elegant dinner with French food. Exactly. It's all about elegance. And aromas and nice textures and yummy food, really tasty food. Cathy says, love French food. Awesome. To eat fresh food. Yes. Georgia, yes. Ruby, I love the process of preparing with love. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Hi, Carol from, Pennsylvania. That's PA, right? Rosemary, French cooking involves more fresh ingredients and always seems to taste better. Yes, yes, yes. Definitively, lots of fresh ingredients. I'm going to explain that in a few minutes. Yes, and of course, when you use fresh ingredients, it always tastes so much better. Ala says, every month we do international cook out at my work. Awesome! So maybe you can do a French series. That would be nice. All right, so good. Ariel, I've always loved French cuisine, but I've never attempted to cook French cuisine before because it always looks so, I know it looks so fancy and it looks like it takes a long time to prepare. Yes, I know, but it's not actually. It's not. It can be very, very simple. Yes, you have a lot of time now. I would like to learn to cook for my partner and I. Awesome. You are in the right place. Awesome. So if you are new in this group, I want to share a little bit about my background because I didn't just start a French food blog 2 months ago and now turning around and teaching you how to cook French cuisine. I'm French, obviously, with my accent. And bonjour Marie-Hélène, welcome. And I have actually a lifetime and now 43 years of eating homemade food. So of course French, but from all around the world as well. And eating homemade, it started with my French grandmas back in the 80s. And then my parents, of course, eating also in French restaurants. And about 20 years of cooking by myself. And also I have a cooking degree. I did several years ago, and I had the chance to work for several weeks in a Michelin star restaurant in Toulouse, in the southwest of France. So I didn't just come out of nowhere. That's the story of my entire life, and that's why I'm so passionate about. And I really didn't realize that until just several years ago, because for me it was just normal. It was normal to eat homemade, fresh food, everything was normal. But when I moved to California in 2015, I realized that I was very lucky and I really needed to share all my knowledge. So that's why I created this group where I share free recipes and videos, but not too much, because really I don't believe that's the most important thing to learn French cuisine, but you will see. So I was born and raised in Alsace, so in the northeast of France. Maybe some of you went there on holidays. I see sometimes people saying they are traveling to France, and more people now go to Paris, but also they go also to the south of France, like here, Cannes. I'm in Cannes now, and also Alsace. Alsace is a lovely, lovely region. And it's not a region like any others. And the reason is that during World War I and World War II, there was territory exchanges between France and Germany. And so Alsace was just in between, pushed back and forth between France and Germany. And even my granddad, Marcel, he almost didn't speak French. He spoke how do we say, Alsatian. It's it's between French and German. So he didn't even speak fully French, my granddad. So, and that actually led to a strong regional identity, the little state that is so, people were cherishing their land and really had strong sense of respect for their products and their people. So that's an interesting characteristic from Alsatian people like me. And it's also the land of stinky Munster cheese and the Riesling wines. So this is how I grew up, and I was surrounded by mindful people and also the best farmers' products from my parents, grandparents, and local producers. And so really my best souvenirs are picking fresh eggs from happy and free chicks. It was a different life, and running after them for fun. I love removing peas from their pods and eating fresh raspberries and tomatoes right from the plant. So, and also I remember my grandma Virginie preparing the best homemade food. And it was so delicious. And that's why now I'm doing the same with Linda. You have seen my daughter Linda. So I try to do the same, even though I don't have a farm, I don't have my own garden, I just have a few herbs. I can create the same experience for her. It's a whole experience, it's cooking, so spending time together, it's smelling, tasting, and just eating so many good foods. And when I was 16, I had my first love affair with wine, and I can still remember the taste of camembert with an exceptional light-bodied red wine. So food and wine go together, especially when you grow up in a wine country, right? So when I was a student, I was so happy to finally have the chance to eat hamburgers and sandwiches, and that's true. I'm not. Yes, it's the truth, because when I was a child, my parents took me just once to McDonald's, and I'm lucky now they didn't take me more. But at that time, I was happy to go to McDonald's and eat ugly sandwiches and whatever. Hi, Misty. How are you? Cooking with children is an experience for the senses. Exactly, exactly. And that's how they learn, right? And it's so important to show them when they are little, because when they grow up, they will know how food tastes, and they're gonna do the same. Or for sure, they're not gonna go to McDonald's every day, right? So that's all. As a parent, I think it's very important, and you will see that when you know what to do, how to cook, how to mix the ingredients, what tools to use, and the techniques that seem so complicated that they are actually not, you will be able to create those lovely, lovely meals. Oh, Sandy says no sound on video. Oh, so let me know. Can someone else tell me if you can still hear me? So sometimes Facebook crashes. So if I disappear, I will come back. So Sandy, maybe it's your phone. Let me check my phone. So Ariel says she can hear. Awesome. Thank you, Ariel, for letting me know. So maybe Sandy, check your phone. Okay, Joanne can hear also. Awesome. Sandy, I would say try to go off the video and come back. Yes, loud and clear. Awesome, Rosemary. We can hear. Thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you. I'm going to continue. So later on, when I was 24 or so, I got a job on the French Riviera, and I moved to Cannes, like here. But I moved. Since then, I moved a lot. But I immediately fell in love with all the sun-grown fruits and vegetables, like the tomatoes, cœur de bœuf, clementine, peaches. Like south of France is a beautiful region. And this is just the time when I started to cook by myself. And that was around 20 years ago. And one of the reasons also I started to cook is that I had no one to cook for me anymore. My mom was in Alsace and I was in the south of France. So I had to, and I didn't want to eat like pre-processed made food, because I was used to eat good fresh food with my grandmas. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, Camille, from San Antonio, Texas. Awesome. My name is Virginie, and I'm the host of this lovely community, and today we are on day 1 of the French Cooking Made Easy 5-day mini class, and I'm talking to you from the south of France. Isn't that magical? And there are lots of people live today. Everyone has lots of time, and I hope you are all well and safe where you live. And please don't rush to the grocery store tonight. Take your time, and we will see how we do that, but we will find a way. So when I started 20 years ago, I got help from my mom, of course. I bought my first pans, and I tried, and it did not always look great, but it was okay. But I was never really sure if what I was doing was the right thing. Because even though I learned with my mom and a little bit with my grandmas as well, it's never the real, you don't learn everything. And I learned a recipe, and that feeling was great, but that's about it. So I was stuck at the next one and the next recipe, and so on. So Marcia, she cannot hear her. Okay, let me see. So for those of you who don't hear me, it seems like the sound is okay, but I'm inviting you to go off the video and to come back, and it should be fine. Let me know. So at that time, I had a day job as a chemist, and I was used to be curious and test. So I took some cooking courses and cooked and tested things. All right, awesome, Sandy. I'm happy you can hear me now. And I never stopped since then. And so after 7 years working in a laboratory for clients like L'Oréal and Bayersdorf, I decided I wanted to become a winemaker and a professional wine taster. So I left the company, I did it for 3 years, and I was giving private wine tasting lessons to some passionate clients. All right, so during that time, I also became a mom, and some of you have seen my daughter, Linda. She's just here. And at that time, I realized that even though I was able to cook something here and there, I wasn't really able to prepare consistent good meals for my new family or even consistent dinner parties for my friends. Once in a while, I was still confused. So, and most importantly, I wanted to be a good mom for my daughter. And I wanted to give her the best, tasty, healthy food like when I grew up in the Alsatian countryside with my amazing grandmas and my mom. And I really needed to understand cooking. That's the real thing. You need to understand cooking. And I really knew that was one of the secrets. Like when I was working in the cosmetic lab, developing skin creams and hair gels. When you don't understand what you do, you cannot do it again, and you never understand really what you do, and so you are just dabbling your whole life. And at some point, people learn how to cook, but it takes so many time. And so it was 2013, I became a chef, and I followed my passion and took a 6 months cooking class at the Lycée Hôtelier de Toulouse, and I got graduated with the official French CAP Cuisine. And so Denise asked, do you feel extra precious to be a good cook because you are French? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. And for me now, after all those years growing up with my grandmas, eating fresh homemade food, and I cooked for so long. It's like natural. I'm like when you know in the movie with Julia Child, Julie and Julia, when her husband says she's like so happy in her kitchen, like everything goes so fast and easy. Like that's me actually. It's like natural, and I don't feel pressure. Even sometimes it doesn't work. That's okay. Oh, Cathy says the people need to turn on the sound for the video. Maybe, yes, of course. Thank you, Cathy, for the tip. All right, and so while I was learning with French chefs, I had the privilege to work in 2 classic French brasseries and also a Michelin star restaurant with the chef Jérémy Morin. Maybe some of you know him. And I also took a lot of cooking classes before that. So you know the little private classes, like 1 hour, 2 hours. But when I really learned was when I took my my long-term cooking class. And so today I have the immense pleasure to be a modern French cooking mentor for home cooks. Besides other things, because also I'm an entrepreneur by heart and all over the world. And I've been traveling all over the world, and I'm based now in the French Riviera. So I'm what I call a home chef for my loved ones, passionate about cooking yummy French meals that create unforgettable moments. And what happened is when I finally joined the culinary school and learned the basics of French cooking, and actually understood the ins and the outs of each ingredient and cooking techniques, everything changed. I was finally free to cook anything, and I did not feel the shame of not being a good mom anymore. And so today I'm really passionate about showing others how to cook truly healthy and easy French meals that create unforgettable moments. And so you don't have to wait 20 years like it took me. So I know some of my past and actual clients are here live, so if you want to say a word, please do so. And I actually can cook anything from simple 20-minute French meals to a whole 3-course menu. I cook veggies, well-known beef recipes, well-known French cuisine with chicken, sauces, all the different dough, like shortcut pastries, choux dough, most French desserts, and the famous macaron. So right now I don't do puff pastry croissant. That's something I don't do, but I can cook anything from 5-minute express, the 5-minute express cheese fondue, to a 3-hour 3-course menu and everything in between. Hi Jill. Jill comes from Atlanta. Welcome, welcome. This is day 1 of our 5-day mini class. And yes, and sometimes I do I use secret ingredients and tips my grandparents and my parents gave me. And sometimes I innovate. I like to innovate, and I even adapted the macaron recipe and made it simpler. And it's just beautiful. Really, the macarons are beautiful. I didn't believe it myself, but I really made it simpler. And yes. And I feel like now I'm a good mom, I'm a good dinner host, and I have lots of fun. And I just want to know it's possible for you as well. The French joie de vivre is real. It's a real thing. And everyone can enjoy it. So maybe some of you have been traveling to France, or maybe you should be there now, and with the lockdown you are stuck at home. So just know that you can enjoy yummy French food at your home, wherever you are. All right, so as I said, the agenda, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so it's 5 days, every day at the same hour. It's 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Paris time. And, oh, hi, yes, Joanne says, c'est un beau matin en Californie. Beautiful, beautiful. I love California. So really the goal of this mini class is for you to take out the complexity, the confusion and overwhelm of all the crazy tools, ingredients, techniques, so that you can get yummy meals in front of your kids, your friends, your loved ones quickly and with greater ease. And also more frequently over the long term. It's not just about cooking one French meal and then stopping, right? So today's topic is a modern way to cook French cuisine, how to cook French cuisine with confidence and fun, and finally live a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life. And so I have some ingredients here. I'm going to talk about ingredients in just a few minutes. And I'm even going to go outside and show you my little herbs garden. Alright, so my French Cooking Made Easy framework. And welcome, welcome if you are joining us. I see people coming, going. So welcome. This is day 1 and I'm Virginie, the host of this lovely community. So I'm going to explain during this mini class the core pillar number 1. So I have 4 pillars, you will see. And the pillar number 1 is your dream French dinner party. What needs to happen before you can make it happen? So everyone is different, right? Everyone likes different food, different flavors. Everyone has a different way to learn. And I truly believe that success really starts with you. So type yes if you agree that success starts with you. So I want to see some yeses in the comments. I'm just going to drink something. Just a second. Hop, let's try just here. All right, Lexi, yes. Joanne, yes. I see Ala, yes. Sheila, yes. Awesome. So this is really an important reminder. Shari, yes. Lena, hello. Hello, Lena. Welcome. Jill says yes. Jane says yes. Sandy says yes. So what happens? Camille as well. Cathy. Awesome, awesome. So usually people jump right into a recipe, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Or people don't start at all because they think that they need to be an expert chef to cook. So tomorrow for Pillar 1, we are going to start with you in mind. So we're going to do some exercises. And we're also going to learn some knife skills. So as I said, what you think is actually leading your entire life and your cooking, not always in a good way. I guess if you are here today, it's because your dream is to cook super yummy meals for your kids, your loved ones, and maybe your neighbors, if you are alone right now. And everyone wants to belong to a community, right? Loneliness is really a real topic, and French cooking can really, really help you with that. And also when Linda was born, I felt like I was not a good mom because, as I said, I couldn't even cook a healthy meal for her in a consistent way. So maybe you are in this place right now where you maybe feel ashamed to order way too much delivery meals and you know it's not healthy. So we are in lockdown, so it's a little different right now, but it's gonna end soon, right? So we can start now to think about the months ahead, right? So as I say always, any negative self-talk and all the myths around French cooking are actually ruining your chances to cook meals and have a more fulfilled life. And so the French Cooking Made Easy framework changes all of that, and I'm going to explain more. So for core pillar number 2, your French menu designed. So it's going to be about the roadmap to food happiness for your next weeknight dinners, or birthday party, dinner party, or whatever it is. So many people understand the importance of preparing and eating healthy, tasty food, but they never know what to cook. They have a few go-to recipes, maybe that's you, and that's about it. So the problem is that they don't plan in advance. So we are gonna work on that. That's gonna be day 3 on Friday. So most of the people are super busy and they just don't know where to start. So, and it starts by knowing what to eat. So that's a very important point. So if you don't plan, you will always choose last minute. It creates frustration, it's not fun. And then you fall into bad habits over and over. You are overwhelmed with all the things to do, and then disorganized, and we eat the same things all the time, right? And so I'm here to tell you that times have changed, and yes, time have changed. And having a menu, whether it's for a dinner party, for weeknights, dinner, is the fastest way to cook yummy meals. Really, that's very important. So we're gonna talk about that on Friday. And honestly, I've been able to make my life so much easier just by knowing exactly what I will be preparing for my family. So pillar number 3, that's gonna be Saturday. That's gonna be a cooking show, how to set yourself up for success. So I'm gonna show you in the kitchen how to set yourself up for success. And also naturally and authentically cook French meals over and over again. So what I see is that usually people are overwhelmed with all the latest kitchen tools and they think they need to buy them. I see that all the time. So please don't buy all the kitchen tools you think you will need, because if you think about it, the first people who cooked French cuisine, they didn't have all the tools we have now. They found a way to do the things, almost everything by hand. So that's what you learn when you do a cooking school, actually. So that the one I did, you learn to do everything from scratch by hand. And so sometimes, or of course, I like to use my KitchenAid. But honestly, you don't need all the little tools you see in those beautiful kitchen stores, which I love too. I love to go there. I could spend hours there. But you don't need, even for macarons, for example, you just need parchment paper. And you put under the parchment paper like a little, some drawings. That's something I have in my cooking course I share with my clients. They put it under, and so they have the little circles, and they don't need to buy, like, I don't know what's the name, but like the silicone silpat with macaron. You don't need that. You don't need lots of tools. You absolutely don't need them. And what I have seen also is that some people don't organize. So that's gonna be on day 4. We talk about organization in the kitchen. So lots of people actually just have a big hot mess in their kitchen. And what actually, maybe this is you don't even realize that this is actually creating a barrier between you and authentic French cuisine. So that's why I'm here to make it simple. I'm gonna explain. And another thing is I've seen that with past clients, they are getting tired of clicking on endless cooking videos that show up in their Facebook feed. Maybe that's you. And this happened to my client Anaïs. She really needed help and real life support from a chef, and that was actually me, and we did it online. Because those videos are nice, they are fun, but you don't really learn from it. So you're welcome, Tiffany. You're welcome. And also, some people jump right into a recipe. It's normal. It's okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes people forget how they made it work the first time, and they start getting in their head, and they say to themselves, it's way too complicated, I don't remember what I did, blah, 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 blah. And so on. So there are way too many things between you and your French cuisine success, and I'm here to help you with that. And also, lots of people are cooking with thousands of ingredients, not knowing that the number one thing that is going to allow them to host a lovely French dinner party is simplicity. So simplicity is the word I like. And so, really, my French Cooking Made Easy framework I'm going to show you during this mini class is changing all of that. So we are going to prepare a chocolate molten cake, and so that's gonna be on day 4, and so that's honestly the most simple. So because that's why I do it, because I wanted really to show you how simple, how easy with simple ingredients. Oh, my mom is texting me. Oops. So simple, so easy, so cheap, and so yummy. I mean, people are raving about it when we do that during our teleclasses. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you so much. And then last pillar number 4, is going to be on Sunday. We're going to talk about the dark side of French cooking and hosting a French dinner party, and how to win the game, how to create unforgettable French meals your loved ones, your guests will talk about for years, and believe me on that. Really believe me on that. They're going to talk about for years. And also I'm going to share some success stories, of course, of past clients. And the purpose of all of this is not just to eat and survive, it's actually to eat and thrive, right? We want to thrive, we don't just want to survive. It's about enjoying the process of bringing the idea of French cuisine and the dream to reality. It's about feeling the French joie de vivre in your core, in your heart. And it's about the intention and energy behind every step, from the morning to the end of the day, or from the idea of the meal you want to prepare to the shopping, the cooking, and then the dinner party, or I mean the hosting. And really, I see so many people, I see so many moms rushing through their lives, eating processed food, and sometimes for a good reason why we all have busy lives, whether you are a mom, you are a dad, if you study, if you are retired, it's the same. And I've had a client who was pregnant when she joined my program, and she said it was the best gift she could actually give to her future child. So that really was lovely, to prepare him tasty and healthy food. And really it is. And it all started with learning how to cook French cuisine. And so in this last pillar number 4, on Sunday, we are going to talk about how to elevate your energy, your attitude before, during, and after cooking. In the way you eat and in the way you prepare your meals. So are you still with me? Let me know in the comments if this all makes sense. And the truth is that processed food and all those additives are not good for our health. It brings low energy, low vibes, and it makes us sick. So we want to use the most natural, simple ingredients. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie, my cousin, is here. How are you? Misty says, the dark side of French cooking. I am intrigued. I hope so, Misty. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Oops, I have some messages here. Mindset is everything in life, right, Carrie? Even in French cuisine. Brenda says yes. Awesome. So really, French cooking is not always rainbows and unicorns. It can quickly turn into a stressful movie. So I'm here to help you with that. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Hi, Estella. How are you? So nice to see you for day 1. So as I said, we don't want to just eat and survive. We want to eat and thrive. Absolutely, Sandy. Awesome. So who prefers authenticity and simplicity? I'm going to show you right away. I'm going to go now to my little herb garden. And before I start, I just want to share with you my core beliefs. Because that's very important. And the number 1 for me is that we are what we eat. So I'm sorry to say, but if you eat junk food, your body feels like junk. And I'm not sure if in English you say that, but you get the point, right? If you eat good, fresh food, like even a simple carrot salad, whatever it is, it can be so simple, then you feel good, you feel better, and you are healthier. And our bodies are made from the nutrients extracted from the food we eat. So whenever you put something in your body, you become it. So we are what we eat. So another belief of mine is to eat clean, as direct from nature as possible with minimum process. And that's something you can do with French cuisine. But of course, not everyone is doing it this way. I do it this way. It's all about balance and listening to our body. I believe also that water is the new gold. So I drink lots of water. Enjoying a good wine who is paired with the right food makes all the difference. So we drink a lot less wine now. But once in a while we really like a bottle of wine with the food. And also the food we eat should feed our body and our soul and make us happy, right? So the magic happens when we step outside of our comfort zone, and that's true with French cooking. We act more when things are made simple. Of course, when everything is made simple, we act more, we do more, we cook more, and so on. Thank you for the little pictures. Gilles, is that Gilles? Gilles? That's so true, said Sandy. Yes. And the last one is that we need more passion in our lives. And we need more connection times with our loved ones. And I think everyone agrees now with the lockdown, this is even more true. We need more connection with anyone, with our family, with our neighbors. When was the last time you talked to your neighbors? With the butcher, at the butcher store, whoever it is. We really need more passion, more happiness, more joyful times. And French cooking can bring all of that. Yes. All right, so let's talk about ingredients. So I'm gonna come back here, but first I'm gonna show you my little garden. So actually, the reason why I'm talking about that now is because I hear lots of people saying that they don't have the right ingredients at hand. So here, for example, I have a little pot in my kitchen of basil. So this is very, very simple. And you can find those. I remember in California, I could buy easily and keep it in my kitchen and my window. Linda, are you all good?
Yes.
You want to come with me outside and show the herbs? Yes, come, Linda. Yeah. And so you can just put it in pots, or I'm gonna show you here. So that I planted last year. I'm just gonna move the comments. Marie? I lost the connection. Hop, I'm gonna stay here because of the... Oops, sorry. Are you here? So which one do you like? Is it basil? Yeah, it works.
My favorite is this one because we can make pesto with it.
Yes, basil. So every year now I plant basil. Ça coupe à chaque fois. I'm sorry, I hope you can still see me. But anyway, you get the point. I have thyme, rosemary, basil, chive. Chive? Linda, do you say chive or chive?
Chive, I don't know.
Ah, chive, I never know. I have to come back. I don't want to lose you. So, oh, Joanne says, yes, we see you. Let's try again. So that's something you can do easily, as you see. Facebook to stop. I'm gonna come back. Oh, on my side it cuts. So that's something you can do easily. Plant a few herbs because with basil you can do pesto. Basil pesto is so yummy. You can put it on, you can cut it in chiffonade and put it on top of salads. It's really delicious in summer. On pizzas as well. You see, it's not just about French cuisine. Rosemary and thyme we use a lot in stews. I mean, you're gonna use it all the time. Chives as well in salads. So, but the one I use the most in French cuisine is thyme and rosemary for stews. Soup pistou, yes. So that's about herbs, and now I'm gonna put my phone here. And I'm gonna talk about ingredients because that's really important. Hop. All right. Georgia, can you see me? I mean, I'm coming, but because you say no picture, you should be able to see me now. Yes, so here we're gonna, you see, it's very simple. And I recorded my entire French cooking course this way back in California with just one stove. Yes, all right. So, as I said, the importance is fresh fruit. So, how do you choose, for example, tomatoes? Tomatoes, you smell them. So I'm usually the only one smelling tomatoes in stores, but I don't mind. And so it has to smell something. So I understand that some people didn't travel to France or didn't get a chance to eat real French food. So that's why you have to find someone who has true French recipes that we have in this group. For example, if you check the video, the menu videos and photos, you will see we have several cooking shows. So that's very important. If you haven't never tried French food, that's the first thing, is to find someone who has true French recipes, French meals, and not just like I see some American people who just cook French, but they have no real idea what they're doing. So smell your ingredients, touch them. Tomato has to be firm, but not hard. It doesn't need to look beautiful, like, honestly, the more beautiful it is, the more pesticides are used. And I remember when I grew up, we had like apples from, like, they looked ugly, but they were good. So that's something very important. For example, the butter, if you can, check the composition. So butter has 82% of fat, and you can see the composition here in the nutrition tables, you know, when you see glucid, proteins, salt, and then you see fat, it should be 82% minimum, always. So, and if you are in France, I know some people live in France, in this group, always look for the little yellow sign, and that's the Appellation d'origine protégée, AOP, and that means that the butter has been made in a certain region. So here is Isigny, beurre en baratte. So very important. If you don't find exactly that, that's okay. And I'm going to tell you an interesting story. Linda, I can hear you. Sweetie? Faut mettre moins fort, s'il te plaît.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. At the beginning of the lockdown, it was like 2 weeks ago, it was like a mess to order online. Everyone wanted to order online and drive through to take their groceries. Linda, je t'entends toujours encore. Il faut mettre moins fort. Thank you. And so I quickly ordered something quick, because every minute I was ejected from the website. So I was like ordering quickly. So I just ordered whatever image I saw, and I had some surprises. So I wanted some beef to make beef bourguignon, and I didn't see, but I ordered like the cheapest milk cow meat. So it was not good. At first I was like, no way. And Linda, je t'entends toujours encore. Merci. And so, but because I know how to cook that kind of meat, I knew what to do to make it look good. And also that day for that beef bourguignon, I didn't have red wine. And I couldn't go to the store, and that's okay, of course. I want to stay home and save lives. So I looked in my fridge, I had a bottle of white wine, and I said, why not? I never tried beef bourguignon. And I did beef bourguignon with white wine and a milk cow, and it was delicious, but it cooked the whole day. So basically, you know, when you understand what you do, when you understand a little bit the ingredients, it's super easy, really. And tasty, that's the point. It doesn't need to be exactly the recipe from 100 years ago. You can adapt with what you have. So just start and adapt. So that was my point with real ingredients. So garlic, we use lots of garlic. What can I say? Nice garlic has big cloves, a little color. We have the pink garlic. Oh, it's been 1 hour already. I'm talking so much. I'm almost finished, almost. Pink garlic, Aéros de Lautrec, is very, very tasty. It comes from a specific region in France. The salt I use as well. If you can, I have salt, grey salt from Guérande in Brittany. So it's not treated, so it's not white. So also, that's a very, very good salt. But again, you can adapt. So first try with what you have. If you cannot find exactly, see with what you can replace. And you can come in this group and ask, of course. And also I will open again my French cooking 5-week course very soon, where I share everything about the oils. Very important. So the one important thing, oh, Nancy, thank you so much. When you buy an oil, check for, be careful, I would say, about the smoke point. So here I have an oil that is made for high temperatures, because if you use olive oil or any other oil that doesn't have a high smoke point, it becomes toxic and it creates carcinogenic molecules in your food. So that's very, very important. And I see it even my husband, he doesn't understand, I mean, he doesn't really know that. And he did use like olive oil for high temperature, and I was like, no way, that's very, very dangerous. So be careful of that. So you buy some oils for your salads. If you can, buy organic, really, even if you have to adapt your budget, but you are what you eat. So if you can make a change, start with that. A few good ingredients, organic, because it's gonna change your life. All right, so that's for the ingredients, and as I said, you can adapt. So during lockdown, I did a beef bourguignon with white wine and milk cow meat. So, and it was good. I had to find tricks and adapt, but it was good. So do you guys have questions about the ingredients? Let me know. I'm just, in the meantime, I'm going to pick my phone and come back here. But let me know if you have questions. Hopla. And I'm back here. So that's my dining room. We have Linda's big teddy bear over there. He's part of the family now. She's from California, by the way. All right, do you guys have questions about ingredients? Let me see my notes. I talked about the 5 main herbs, as natural as possible, no additives. And how can you know if it's a good ingredient? Is that the ingredient list is as small as possible. Really, if you have thousands of names and numbers and whatever, it's not good. And if you can buy organic also, it's good for your health and it's good for the planet. That's something we don't think about, but our planet is not in good health. And if everyone starts to buy a little bit more organic, over time, it's gonna help our planet a lot. And so no questions? Okay. So I wanted to talk also about 3 myths. Myths? Linda, you are the English girl here. How do you say myths? Myths?
Myths.
Myth?
Myths.
Myths. Oh my goodness, you have such a lovely accent. Yes, so the first one is I need to be an expert. So are some of you thinking about that? That you need to be an expert to cook yummy French meal. And so that is not true at all. So let's debug that right away. You don't need to be an expert. what you need is to have the love for French food, and you have the motivation to learn, and you just practice, you do it, but it's always best to do it with the right person. So in this group you are in the right place, definitively. Myth number two is it takes a lot of time, and that is not true at all. I have some people who told me that it's gonna take, they didn't really cook French because they thought that it would take one day, and that is not true. Really, that is not true. It takes a little bit of time sometimes, but then the more you cook, and then the more it goes faster. And also if you organize your days, that's why we plan a lot, everything is organized, it doesn't take much time. So I'm all about simplicity about that. And myth number three is it's difficult to find ingredients. So I understand that some of you live in Asia. I've heard recently lots of people say in Asia it's not easy. So what can you do to make it easier? Maybe you can check online. Amazon now has lots of things, really lots of ingredients. You can find almost anything. So try to see online. Here in France, we have even butcher shops that are completely online. So you can order online and they deliver you. So you can basically order anything online. So really it is not that difficult. So maybe you have to organize yourself and organize your life and your budget, whatever, but if you really want to do it, there is a way, right? All right, so to resume, the simplicity is based on planning. So if you have the right planning method, the right shopping methods, and the right cooking methods, so everything is really easier, and then you repeat it. You do this either daily, weekly, or monthly, whatever it is you want to do. You don't need to cook daily French food, it can be weekly or monthly. And if you have those methods in place and you keep it simple and you keep repeating what works, and then in just a little time you will cook delicious French meals. So I have a question for you. Which of these three systems do you need to focus on first? Is it the planning? Is it the shopping? Or is it the cooking? So I want to know, for those of you who are live, and then I will give you the action steps for our cooking show on Friday. So which one do you think you have to focus on? Is it on the planning part, on the shopping? Because I have systems and methods for everything. Now I'm so organized now, like everything goes so easy now for me. So Ruby says cooking, okay. Joanne says planning, yes. Lexi also planning, yes, definitively. Estella also planning, yes. Nancy says shopping, yes, that's a big one too. For Brenda, it's the cooking. For Carol, it's the planning. Anne-Marie says cooking, planning, so yes. Jeffrey planning, Sherry planning, yes. I see a lot. That's really the first step. And it's also one reason why lots of people are stuck with French cuisine. Yes. All right. Thank you for participating. And so your action step is, I will give you the ingredients. So on Saturday, I'm sorry, it's on Saturday. We have a cooking show. It's the molten chocolate cake. And I'm going to give you, Martin says the cooking. And Peter says you missed the start. That's okay. So I think you can, as as soon as the live will finish, you will be able to watch from the beginning. Yes, exactly. There's gonna be a replay. And you can watch from the beginning, and you will be able to watch the replays of every day until Monday, I guess, Monday. So Nancy asks, could you help us with picking wine? Yes. So Nancy, I'm going to talk about wine on day 4 during the cooking show. Yes, you're welcome, Peter. Jeffrey says, if I don't plan first, I spend $500 shopping and still not have what I need for cooking. Exactly. Yes, exactly. That is so, so true. And then on top of that, if you go shopping, grocery shopping, and you are hungry, then it's even worse, right? Hi, Peter. Greetings from Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Awesome. I've done dinner parties, just want to learn French cooking. Yes, you are in the right place, Sandy. You're welcome, Nancy. Awesome. So let me give you... Oops. The ingredients. So I'm going to post it in the group, but if you want, you can take note. So it's like the super easiest, yummiest, quickest, whatever, molten chocolate cake. That exists, truly. So you will need dark bittersweet chocolate. You will need, so you just write the ingredients. Now I'm going to share the quantities in the group, and I'm going to post it in the comments of these videos. And your homework is to post a picture of your ingredients in the comments here right in this video, okay? Just be careful. If you don't have everything, don't rush to the grocery stores. I want you to still, if you don't have it, stay home. That's okay. You can do it another day when the lockdown is over. Yes, please. And it's not a gâteau au chocolat. You will see, Peter. It's a little molten chocolate cake, and the inside is melting. So it's really, really delicious. You will need butter, either salted or not, that's okay. You will need sugar. So I recommend organic blonde cane sugar, or white sugar if you want. You will need pasteurized eggs. And you will need flour. So very simple: chocolate, eggs, sugar, flour, butter. Yes, it's even better. Exactly. And you will need small little cups. I'm going to show you. Just a second. So it's better to use porcelain cups. So my favorite one is this one. I guess I have to check again, but I guess it's 100 milliliter. Otherwise, you can use ramequin. So with this one, with the quantities I will share with you, you will make 6 of those or 4 of those ramequins. I believe this is 100 milliliters. So how do you measure? You put water inside. And yes, 5 ingredients only, and so easy. You put water inside, and then you measure water if you have like a measuring cup. So that's all you need, and of course an oven, and that's about it. Do you guys have questions? And I'm gonna be done in just a second for today. So tomorrow is gonna be about knife skills and planning. All right. Yes, Suzanne. Yes, ramequin cups. But honestly, I like those. This is very chic, actually. It's like a little coffee cup, but it makes wonderful little molten chocolate cakes. And Suzanne, if you don't mind, I'm gonna share your pictures in this group. Susan has been doing my 5-week French cooking course, and she has done so really beautiful plates. So if that's okay with you, I'm going to share some pictures in this group so people see the results. So Lexi says, is there a fat content for the chocolate? I will give you this when I will post the quantities. It's around, you can use 70 is good, 70% chocolate, 80%, and I have one is 62%, so around that. So around 70%. If you like very dark, but I don't recommend it too much to go over 80%. Stay around 70%. But if you don't have 70%, 60, 80, use whatever you have. So this is really the message during lockdown. As I said, I did beef bourguignon with white wine and milk cow meat. Yes, 66% is awesome. Yes. Use whatever you have, and I'm going to show you actually how easy it is by using whatever you have. And even flour, we had like, it's the type 00 flour I brought from Italy. I wanted to make some pastas, and we actually did use it to make crepes. And because we did, at the beginning of the lockdown, I couldn't find flour, and Linda wanted some crepes, so I used whatever flour I had from long time. I didn't want to use whatever flour, it works. So let's play, let's have some fun, and let's do this week. All right, thank you so much for joining us today, for participating, and I hope you enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments what is your #1 takeaway for today's video lesson, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. Thank you for watching.